Looks like that. The late models are in the books and the field is set. And now we're going to run some B mains for the pure stocks, and we'll try to get the number of transfers here. All right, top four will go to the A main, top four, as we get them lined out for you here. Richard Adams is on the point, and on his outside, it's Chester Kaufman in the 94C. Richard Harrington in the number 14 car, and the number 2 car, looks like that'll be Robert Yount, and I'm not sure. I think that's Roger Starling in that too. I believe there's an X on that car. Hard to see from here. And I believe that'll be Nathan Vaughn in the, make that Roger Deathridge in the 25. We got a 25XX and a 25 XXX. And I believe that's Deathridge in that 25 car. Goddard in the 53. Daryl Stormont in the number 40 car. The 919, that's James Poe in the Chevrolet pickup. Jacob Cater in car number 20. 69 machine, that'll be Dylan Bowman. And we go green off turn 4.
Richard Adams out to the early lead off of turn number 2 in the number 32 car. Down the backstretch they go. They've got a 3-car race for the number 3 spot.
Richard Harrington up the track. Looked like may have had some problems. He gathers it in. We stay green.
Still has that car up there in the top 6 as we are under caution.
And I'm not sure. Oh, I believe there's some debris, Dennis, over there in turn number 3.
Yes, there is. Looks like it probably a nose on there. Turn number 3. Somebody lost a nose.
I believe that may be off of Richard Harrington's number 14 car.
Yeah, I saw the 14 car have some problems as he went off the backstretch over there into turns 3 and 4. And in fact, it is off the number 14 car of Richard Harrington. That's going to slow us down a little bit, put us under an original restart. And again, super field of Pepsi-Cola Pure Stocks here tonight. Sean Huston in the 540. Sean Huston in the 540. I don't believe I called him out earlier.
And I believe that's going to be the 89 of Jonathan Evans, tailback on the field. I don't believe we called his number earlier. All right, original restart. We'll fire him up one more time. They'll be coming off turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Richard Sparks bringing him in. Richard Adams, that is, bringing him in. Richard Adams in car number 32.
And this time it's going to be the 94 car taking the lead of Kaufman. Here they come off of turn number 4.
Chester Kaufman with the lead, brings them into turns 1 and 2. Again, top 4 are going to transfer in. Right now, Richard Harrington 1 spot out as he tries to roll his way forward.
Starling in the number 3 spot, the number 2 car. Working up on the top side of Richard Adams. Now here comes the number 25 car. Deathridge looking for that number 3 spot.
Little contact in turn number 3 between the 25 and the 2. Everybody keeps it clean. We stay green.
Richard Adams staying pretty much to the bottom. Now drifts up to the middle as we got a lot of contact over there in turn number 2. And car slow on the backstretch. That's going to bring us under the caution.
Yeah, I believe that's a 53 that got together. That's Jordan Goddard getting together with that 25 machine of Roger Deathridge. And looks like Deathridge headed to the pit area.
A little bit of smoke coming off the number 40 car.
Oh, Richard Sparks is in the mix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks, man. Hey, come here. I've got something for you.
And we were just informed that Richard Sparks is in the number 14 car. Richard Sparks in the 14. Is that right, buddy?
Yes.
All right. We got a fan that came up here and lined us out. We appreciate that. And if we'd read our sheet, Dennis, we would have known that. But we get used to certain drivers being in certain cars, and we just kind of take for granted that they're in that car again. But again, Richard Sparks in car number 14, driving the Royal Flush Mexican Villa machine.
And right now, our camera crew getting a nice shot of the crowd over there, especially in turn number 1. If you're over there towards the Budweiser Beer Garden, put your hands up in the air and wave at the camera right now. You're going to be on YouTube sometime next week.
Their big showbiz break.
All right, here we go back on the racetrack. Richard Adams got a nice start on that very first one. But that second green flag we got, it was Kaufman who got the good start, and he has the lead. We'll see if he can hold on to it.
And once again, we just want to thank all the sponsors who have stepped up and put up some money for this big pure stock event tonight. We read them a little bit earlier, and want to keep talking about Thulin Automotive, Federal Construction, All Metal Recycling, Southwest Missouri Dirt Track Racing, Eagle Machine, Yeoman Race Engines, Watson Metal Masters, Fast Stop Tire Shop, The Auto Shop, Price Electric, Rusty White, Proline Automotive, Ron's Towing, JW Auto Sales, Motor Machine Shop, Complete Services, once again, Organic Warehouse, $100 Hard Charger Award, the Oil Octane Shop, here we go, green, all 4.
And Richard Adams down on the bottom side, battling it out with the number 2 car. And he's going to go back to the number 3 spot, the 2, moving up into the number 2 spot.
Caution coming out, a couple of cars getting together. And I believe that's the Jordan Goddard machine again involved in. And the 11 also involved in that. That's Justin Yacko.
No.
Oh, check that. That's Anthony Coleman. Anthony Coleman in the 11 car involved in that incident up in turn number 1.
And we got the number 89 car here on the infield. I believe that's Jonathan Evans. Kind of hard to see that number from this behind this tinted glass up here. And looks like he has got a flat tire on the right front. That is not going to work very well. He'll go back to the pit area. So tough break there for Evans. Goddard, the 53, second time he's been involved in an incident here in this B main.
Yeah, you mentioned our tinted glass. This tinted glass that we have in front of us works really well in the daytime. It's not worth a flip at night. It really is hard to see out on the track. But And we're not getting any younger either, are we?
We are not getting any younger. And when you got the lights on up here, you get a nice reflection up here. And sometimes what you see is two guys sitting at a table talking into a microphone. So bear with us as we trek through this evening, and we'll try to get as much of it right as we can. But, hey, we're having a lot of fun. We're glad you folks chose to be here tonight. What a super, super crowd we have. I think this is one of the best crowds. I think it's the best crowd we've had all season long. And it's about as good a crowd as I've seen here in a long time. And race fans, we want to thank you for being here. And we hope you have a good time tonight. All right. Looks like we're getting things settled up here just a little bit. Safety crew's still over there in turns number 3 and 4.
All right, so the lights will go off. It'll be a single file restart with the 94 of Chester Kaufman on point. Richard Adams right up his tailpipe right there in the number 2 spot. Starling in the 2 car. Here we go off turn number 4, green in the air. Top 4 moving on. Good battle for that final transfer position. Richard Sparks working up on the top side, trying to hang on to that final spot.
As they come off of turn number 4, Richard Adams in a battle for the number 2 spot. Starling goes to the upside, and he is going to take over that number 2 spot. Adams back to 3rd.
Halfway through this B main as they come across start-finish line this time by. Sparks still hanging on to that number 4 spot, but he's got his hands full. Now opens up about a car length lead as the top 3 all running down along the bottom of the speedway. And that battle for that 4th spot continues on. Jacob Cater trying to move up from deep in the field in the 20 machine to get up here in this battle for a final transfer position. And right now, Cater seems to have some momentum in that 20 car. And the big mover right now is that car in the number 3 spot. We can't really tell the number on the side of that machine, but he is up to 3rd. Jacob Cater trying to make his way forward. He may run out of time. Richard Adams with that final transfer position right now out on the racetrack. White flag this time by. One more time to go for Chester Kaufman. Starling trying to run him down. Richard Adams holding on to that final position. Coming off turn number 4 down to the start finish line. It'll be checkered for Chester Kaufman. Starling finishes in 2nd. Richard Adams finishes up in the number 4 position, and again, we just can't get a number on the side of that car that finished up in the 3rd position. And once again, if you're traveling with him or know him, we would certainly appreciate the insight there, but it looks like something written in Japanese. I'm not sure.